What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Dead State. I've investigated the problem which terminated our earlier... Ooh, that's a very violent sound. It has terminated our problem with California, with the Californians. Alright, well, anyways, enough of that for right now. Let's go back over here. And I'm going to club some zombies because that's obviously what we came here for. If you come to a zombie game not ready to club zombies, I'm not sure how to assist with that particular problem. Clubbing zombies is sort of par for the course with this whole thing. Over on this side, let's go ahead and space out a little bit because they're going to have to drag their foot on over here. But anyways, in the previous episode, I wanted to finish this. In the previous episode, I had talked about how I like to watch the behind-the-scenes stuff for zombie movies, especially Romero films, because George Romero is such a likable human being. He just seems like he really has spent his life like living his dream and making the kind of movies that he wants to make. And he may not be the most famous director, but at the same time, he enjoys what he does. And as somebody who's, you know, approaching the point in their life where you want to accomplish like some of those dreams and ambitions that you've had, it seems like it would be very, very fulfilling to be at the point he's at, having lived like a long life making awesome movies that you like. But anyways, I enjoy watching his commentary. Aside from that, I enjoy watching his commentary because he talks about the various troubles that go into directing a zombie film. Oh, we missed both of those. That's not good. Well then, I guess we'll get started on this one. I should get in behind him. If I was smart, that's what I would do. However, I'm not known for my smart activities in the midst of video game playing, so you'll all have to bear with me. Let me see if I can maybe click on a spot like right there. No, that moved him too far. I only wanted him to move one. It doesn't really matter because he wasn't going to be able to attack again anyways, but whatever. Oh, he knocked her back? I've never seen that happen before. Bud hits the rotting woman for 38. It didn't denote that knockback, but yeah, he gave her a little push right there, and I didn't have it on the push attack, so I wonder if these ones are meaner. They've got like a different movement set, like a different animation set. No! Don't bite me through my helmet for 11 damage, which I will resist 15 of. Please do not. Well, I absorbed the 15. I'm like, yeah, get it right. Pedantry, please. I'm going to get rid of some of these zombies coming around the corner. I do think that we're going to have a major, major problem, though, if it keeps being loud like it is. Let me see if I can... There we go. Let's drop her real fast. Nobody's been infected this entire playthrough, weirdly enough. What we want to do now is we want to step back a little bit just in case more zombies are headed over here to investigate. The door is still locked. If we're lucky, if we're very, very lucky, what will have happened right here is that because we tried to bash down this door, it will have cleared out this parking lot at the bare minimum. No, it didn't get them all. Okay, so what I would recommend now is maybe just let's go to the center of the street and we'll fight them all. I mean, I don't feel like leaving these all standing, and I realize some people will be like, well, you don't even need to. You can just like bypass them and not care. But I'd be like, yeah, but zombie killing. Zombie killing, man. And I'll do it with a hand gesture too, but like zombie killing, where my hands are like bugging out and looking all excited about the prospects. Who doesn't love a good zombie killing for a little while? Every now and again, it's catharsis. You gotta sit around and you gotta beat the undead husks to death. You've gotta teach them that once you die, there ain't no coming back. Because once, oh, that one made a bunch of noise. That might quickly become an issue. I don't think that one's aware of us. Yay! Yay! We still had enough points left to take a swing, and as a bonus, even better, we hit. That's always good. I love hitting zombies. I can't stand it when I miss zombies a whole bunch of times. It makes me sad. Missing in video games, it makes me feel very wistful for a time when I had good accuracy, which was never. I've never had good accuracy because I'm nearsighted as hell, and so anything that requires like long-range accuracy, I could shoot a gun okay, if it's got like a scope on it that fixes my nearsightedness. I don't like shooting with glasses on, though. It feels weird. I don't know. I haven't shot in a long time anyways, so it's kind of like one of those weird things that I'm bringing up right now as though I do it all the time, even though I don't. It happens from time to time. I try not to put on airs so that I can suffocate the egotism that sometimes starts to ferment in my mind. There we go. Let's beat that zombie to death and then step back a little bit just in case it wakes his friend up. Are we seriously going to be able to walk through the middle of this crowd and just like bludgeon them as we see fit? It appears as though we might get away with this. Huh. Well, I'm going to go in through the back door. Let's check the gun store. I feel like that's going to be far more interesting than sitting over here just like butchering zombies for 25 minutes, which is... We'll get to that part. In fact, I may cut it out because I don't think anything interesting is going to happen while we're killing Zeddy boys, but, you know, Zeddy boys and Zeddy girls. Ooh, that one had a 7.62 on him. That's good. I like 7.62s. In any quantity. Even one of them is helpful because the hunting rifle is insanely powerful in this game. Antibiotics, okay, so that's also helpful. Those are items that we are very, very short on, and if we end up with somebody getting bit, that's going to be something we're going to be reliant on as well. That's the other half of it, the equipment locker. What do we have going on in here? Nerve gas. What? A muscle relaxer found in bug spray weaponized into a homemade stun grenade. Anything that breathes the gas will be blacked out for several seconds. Holy shit. We've got like sarin gas or like mustard gas or something. Oh my god. Agent Orange or... There's another one that's even worse. I had like this period in my life where I got really, not like obsessed with nerve gas, but I just like read about it a lot. Like I was always up on Wikipedia like reading about the various nerve gases and things. Because it's a weird subject. Like inventing these things is just horrific. Honestly, like, there are certain inventions that should have never been made. Like, some chemist should have been like, let me just put that genie back in the bottle. There we go. Shove it back in with my thumb. Should not have ever left you out. Or let you out. But at the same time, it's just like, it's amazing the killing machines that people have invented. It is just, and not in like a good way either. It's just like, wow. You read like how the whole thing actually functions. We don't need any of this. The wood plank, I mean, I was bringing a lot of stuff with me before because I was under the impression that later on we'll be able to break stuff down and get like constituent parts out of all of them. But since we have nobody that's able to do that right now to salvage things, I suppose, oh good, we really need parts because I screwed the pooch hard. Like the pooch is chafed at the moment. So I screwed the pooch really hard by choosing the wrong fence upgrade. Especially since apparently when you choose the right fence upgrade, it actually repairs your previous fence upgrade up to 100% by default. And so basically we wasted a whole bunch of parts on like nothing from what I understand. So feeling a little bit embarrassed about that. Definitely something that I'm not too proud of at the moment. Oh man, are we going to be in combat? We're going to be in combat, aren't we? Alright, let's get everybody lined up then. Is the aluminum bat better than the wood bat? I would assume that it is. He's going to make noise, so our decibel's probably going to jump up to like, I think it was at 8 and it went up to 18. Oh no, never mind, we're back at 0 now. Pfft, what do I know about anything? Die! More brutal murder and hitting with blunt objects because zombies. Oh, that one's going to come investigate now. Run! Sounds like somebody's using the world's largest weed whacker outside my house right now. It's like the bumblebee of weed whackers. Like, you know how other bees are always kind of like agile and they fly all over the place, but a bumblebee is just like this big hovering striped zeppelin that just floats across the yard? I actually kind of like bumblebees. I like the fact that they just don't give a damn. They're just like, I'll get there when I get there. And they're just not worried about it. Just like buzz. Big ass bumbles. I'm actually not afraid of bumblebees. Not afraid of bees in general. I've been stung so many times at this point. I had one sting me. I think I talked about it in one of my... It was either in my weekly review or it was in the episode after it happened. I got stung in my hand by a wasp the other day while I was jogging. Most ridiculous thing ever. I was running past these bushes. It was like azalea bushes or something like that, and there was bees everywhere. And so I tried to pull wide so that what I thought would happen would not happen, and indeed it still happened, even though I tried to avoid it. Essentially, I run with my hands balled into fists, and somehow, no idea how this happened, but you know what? You can't make shit like this up. Somehow a bee flew perfectly into the side of my clenched fist, into the palm of my hand, and stung me. And I was just like, oh my god. It's been a while since I've been stung by a bee. It was like I don't know if it was a hornet or a wasp. It definitely looked like a wasp. It stung though. It had a little bit of bite to it. I guess it had a little bit of sting to it, but that's pretty obvious considering I'd been stung. But yeah, my hand didn't swell up though. I'm not allergic to it like some people are. I have some friends that are deathly afraid of getting stung by bees. Oh, it's destroyed armor. Interesting. So we could disassemble the... I've never seen that item drop before, but we did get an EpiPen, so that's good. Anyways, I have a friend actually to this day who carries an EpiPen with him everywhere in his car. Because he's so allergic to bees that if he gets stung by one, supposedly he'll like die. He said that it's basically his airways closed down pretty... I think it's anaphylactic shock, right? Essentially. Either way, he does not deal very well with bees. Pretty terrified of them. I would be too if like one sting could lead to me dying. That's... Yeah, I didn't think I was going to get away with that one. I tried. I tried real hard, but unfortunately I just couldn't seem to get away with it. So it's going to try and claw me in the face. That's fine. I don't care about any of that. Probably leave them outside though because it doesn't really matter. I can get rid of the looter pretty quick. What happened over here? I think I hear another one in here. Weird. So what happened right here? She died with a bottle of ketchup in hand. Fun fact, that's not even blood. That's just the ketchup. She was trying to get it up out of there. That's weird. So it looks like she crashed into the side of the building. And then there's no blood trail coming from the car, though. Maybe the car hit her, and then whoever's in the car took off. Who knows? That happened in my hometown a while back. a guy ran over a biker way out in the middle of nowhere, like out in the hills. You know how like outside of cities you have like those hilly roads that like cyclists and things are always on? Somebody at the middle of the night, like I guess at like 9 or 10 o'clock, ran the bike lane and just ran dude over, and then just like left him there too. They never caught the person. Just like they ditched the vehicle too, but the vehicle actually had like expired plates, expired registration. Like the person that it was registered to didn't have the car anymore. Like it was hella crazy. But I'm like, who does that? Like just run somebody over and just take off, man. Come on now. I mean, you made a mistake, but don't turn this into like a compounded issue here. Like call an ambulance at the bare minimum. Like seriously, like if you're gonna drive off, at least call the guy an ambulance. Don't leave him there to bleed out through his ears like you did. Let him die like a dog in the street. Brutal. So brutal. I can't imagine doing that. Like, of course I'd be scared of like, you know, being charged with vehicular manslaughter or whatever, but at the same time, I can't help but think that in that situation, I would call an ambulance, and you know what? You make mistakes sometimes, and you hope the law goes easy on you because it was an accident after all. There was no intent, but I don't know. You ditch the car and leave, and now you're up on second-degree murder right there. I mean, that's bad. That's real bad. Aside from the moral fact that, like, you accidentally hit somebody, it's bad, but it's not that bad yet. If you call an ambulance, you might live, but just left him there in the middle of the street to die. I remember that happening and just, like, reading it in the newspaper and just being like, damn. Like, that's a cold-hearted human being right there. My guess is that whoever did it had a warrant out for their arrest, so they knew that if they called the police or they called it in, they're going to jail for a long-ass time. Maybe they were on their third strike or something, because in the United States, especially in California, we have a thing called the third strike law, where if you get, like, 3 criminal convictions, not misdemeanors, but 3 criminal convictions, they put you in for a life term. So basically, no matter what let's say that you have, like, they're criminal infractions, like, burglary, for example. Like, let's say you burgle a house, but you never hurt anybody and you get caught. It's a non-violent crime. You never had any standoff with anybody. But let's say you get arrested for burglary, and then later on you get, you know, arrested for selling weed to a guy. And then after that, you get arrested for, oh, I don't know, drunk in public or something. I think drunk in public might be a misdemeanor. Not positive. But anyways, let's assume that it's a criminal offense. On the third criminal offense that you get found guilty of, you automatically go to prison for basically the rest of your life. In California, I think Texas has third strike laws. There's a number of places in the United States where they lock you up for a long-ass time. But it makes sense. Not from the standpoint of, like, crime and punishment, but it makes sense. If you look, all of our prisons in the United States are run by private corporations, and so it's in their best interest to have laws that lock up citizens for as long as possible, because that's how they turn a profit, is by keeping the doors jammed open and jammed shut with people. I mean, I think that's why nowadays they'll shove people in prison for just about anything, even though prison's already overpopulated. But then again, I'm not super educated on the subject, so sometimes I feel like, oh, we got an armed looter back in here. Well then, let me see what I can accomplish here. But in terms of crime and punishment, I don't know. I think that rehabilitation is important. I think there's like a demarcation line too between different like lines of thought. Like some people think that the criminal justice system is for punishment. Some people think it's for rehabilitation. I actually think that's where the big rift lies in the whole discussion. Ow, you shot me with a pistol, which is definitely a criminal act. Granted, I hit you with a bat first, but thus far, everybody labeled looter has tried to kill me. Anyways, I think there's like a big divide in the United States between people who think... The hell was that? Oh, man. You done fired a gun, and now they're all gonna come down on top of us. Still can't get that looter down. Damn. Okay, well, you guys set up in a location where you can fight zombies or something, just in case this gets rowdy. I don't know where the zombies are at. I think they're out on this side of the building. They'll probably try and come in through the back door, if the back door is accessible. Stop shooting that damn gun, you idiot. God. I don't think that that's a... I don't think he's shooting me with 38s right there, because that's actually doing a little bit of damage. I think he might be popping us with 9mm. There we go. Finish this little bastard off so that we don't have to worry about it anymore. Tweedle time, loot him. Yeah, sitting up with a Glock. I will more than likely take all this stuff, but for right now, I think we're actually going to have a pretty good morale boost on this level. I'm not going to keep taking guns because I see no reason to have like 500 9mm at our base. However, I do need to loot the ammo out of them. Who is standing right there? Oh, wow. There's a Z right there. Hold on. What are you guys doing? Alright, well, you know what? Handle that one. Just one thing at a time. Really, that thing took 2 cranks to the side of the face and is still up, huh? It's a tough zombie. It's a tough zombie. I respect that. How come this zombie is not attackable? Huh. Weird. I don't know. I keep running into weird, like, I guess, game-related bugs where I can't attack things. I'm not sure. It might be because I have something selected wrong. I'll check it in a minute, but there we go. Another zombie down. That zombie should hobble. Oh, there's another one right there. Where did that one come from? I didn't even see that one in the room. Well then, people shooting off guns getting us into all kinds of trouble lately. Slightly annoying. I mean, you'd think people would be smarter than that. Then again, when faced with bat-wielding psychopaths, I think that zombie just teleported into the hall right here. I've seen that happen before. The zombies do, in fact, teleport. They, like, move around sometimes. Essentially, they don't teleport. They travel instantaneously between locations when you're outside of combat and you can't see them. Like, technically, quote-unquote, you cannot see them. And that's the way that it works. However, it can give the appearance of teleportation sometimes when the problem overlaps with you being outside of combat, which happens every now and again. Keeping wine and a rat in your chest. I think you should probably go to the pet store and get something better to keep your rats in. Just a little something, something. Ooh, hot sauce right there so we can make people a little happier. I'm going to bring the rotten fruit with me because I get the feeling we're probably going to be able to use it later on as fertilizer. That's what I would be thinking anyways. I mean, fertile ground is hard. You got to get enough nitrogen into the soil. Farming and growing things is a pain in the ass. Anybody who's ever started up their own garden, ask them. You'll see. It's a pain in the ass to get things to grow sometimes if you don't have naturally fertile soil. Let me unload these firearms. Get the bullets on out. And then I'll probably drop the wrench, too, to be honest. It seems like... Actually, it's only 3 pounds. That's fine. Keep the wrench. But these definitely gotta go. Because we got no use for them. In they go. I will take the bullets, though. The bullets are always welcome and always useful in my world. On this side, let me swing around the side of the building and make sure that we don't have any late-night shoppers hanging out around this place. It looks like this is a little mini-mart or something. Let's crack this door open real fast. I don't want you to know... How come you're automatically choosing... That's odd. Hold on, let me see if I can fix this. Some minor problems where right-clicking is not allowing me to actually attack this door. Does the door not count? That must not count as an actual door. We'll try this one on the front then. Never mind. We shall adjust the plan. If the plan does not fit, we shall then take a box cutter to the opening and hopefully make the opening more suitable so that we are not mashing square pegs through round holes and all that fun stuff. Oh, hell, who are you guys? Don't kill me. Oscar and Melina. Stay back! I'll kill you for what you did. I swear it. His portrait's good. How come everybody else... Like, that's a good portrait right there. Everybody else's portrait, though, looks kind of the same. He got a great portrait. Lucky. That's why... Look at that portrait. That right there. That's a man with pleasant features. I mean, you know, I don't swing that way, but I can say the aesthetics, you know, he's got it covered. For example, I had this conversation with my girlfriend the other day. I don't get why people find Benedict Cumberbatch to be attractive. Like, there are certain people that, like, I get it. Like Chris Pine. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. Like, as far as, like, what society thinks is good looking... Definitely checking all the boxes. But anyways, I think I got kind of like derailed right here. And I've got like kind of this weird feeling now. So I'm going to stop. Let's go ahead and... I think you're confused, son. If you hit me, I will end you. What is this? Let's go with, I didn't do anything to you. Calm down. Shit. You're not the ones who hit my shop before? Who are you? What the hell are you doing here? Oscar. Ayuda. She looks hurt. What happened? Are you a doctor? Her wounds. I'm just making it worse. I'm not, but we have people back at our shelter that can help. No. I can't bring her back out there. She needs a doctor. Well, if you come with me, we'll take care of her. I was wounded myself when I got there. Really? Shit. Alright. Okay, let me try to give her something for the pain so she can walk. To the woman. Melina. Melina, he says something in Spanish. Okay, we'll go. By the way, my name is Oscar. Oscar Guzman, and this is my wife, Melina. We're in your debt for the help, and if there's anything I can do, you just ask. Well, come with us, Oscar, and welcome to the group. I mean, that's actually kind of a major thing. Having somebody that can speak another language is a big deal if you're trying to recruit more people to your side, especially given the large population in the United States that speaks Spanish. I can write it and I can read it, but when I have to listen to people speak it, I kind of lose track. And I made the mistake one time. I've told this story a million times, but I'll tell it again just in case somebody hasn't heard it. I made the mistake one time when I first got out of high school. I was working at a video store, and this little Mexican lady comes in, and she asked me if I speak Spanish, and I said the worst thing that you can ever say if you kind of speak Spanish. Like, I can get by if I have to. If you go very, very slowly with me, we will definitely understand each other and come to an agreement in Spanish with no English, but I just don't practice it that often. So, anyways, I said más o menos, which is the worst thing ever. Don't say that. It's more or less in Spanish. So if somebody asks you if you speak English and you don't speak English, and you're like, more or less, they're gonna go off on you. And all of a sudden, she starts to like talking with like at the rate of like an Uzi fire, essentially. At the rate of Uzi fire, essentially, just like brrr, and I can't tell what she's saying because she's going so fast. She was kind of like, she was mad about something, as I recall. Luckily, my friend spoke Spanish a lot better than I did, so he came and helped it out. But anyways, as I was saying, it's good to have somebody that can speak Spanish in your group. It'd be good to have somebody that can speak German. Essentially, people speaking any major language in the United States. I think there's English, German, Spanish, and Tagalog, I think, is a big one too. I think those are the 4, maybe. Possibly Mandarin as well, although I would say definitely Tagalog is probably ahead of that. Let's go, and I need to heal Tweedletime before we go back to base so that he'll heal up on the next day. There we go. So let's get everybody squared away. I think we got everything here. I'm not positive. I'm pretty sure that we nailed everything here. Yeah, I think we got it. I think we got it all. I'm feeling pretty good. There actually wasn't that much loot on this map tile, surprisingly enough. I thought there'd be a bit more, but we did get a lot of parts out of it, so that's good. I mean, that's the main thing that we need right now. We're in a really, really rough spot when it comes to parts. It's only 1 p.m. Technically, we could finish off the alley if we wanted to, and maybe even hit the old general store. I'd like to check in back at base, though, with Oscar and his wife. I think that we probably want to make sure they settle in properly. Let's hit the alley. We'll finish off that location. It'll take us... We got an event. An ambush. There are coyotes taking on another group. Keep going. Just ignore it. I don't want to get bogged down fighting coyotes right now. I would prefer to like get the things done that I want to get done. I fully realize that we could have gotten some more stuff out of that, but I'm just going to wait on it for right now. I would rather not. Alright, so the things that we had not finished over here. I think there was this store right here that we had not gotten, the sports apparel store, like the sports goods and sports-related sundries store. So I may actually just have everybody else wait outside so that they're not in the way. And we'll just grab the remainder of the stuff out of here. I mean, if we can get a bigger morale boost for grabbing more stuff, that's what I prefer to do. Especially since I feel like the guitar... Oh, there's Oh, there was 2 guitars. Okay. Just in case we have multiple people who like to toca la guitarra. Just in case. Although... Let's see here. My brain is running. I know that I said that wrong, by the way. I know there's going to be somebody in the comments that's like, that was terrible Spanish. I'll be like, I know. That's why I got silent for a second, because I was fixing it in my head and I was gonna rephrase it, but it's too far now. It's too far to go back. I figured it'd be like, the zombies are kind of in a rough spot. Let's bring everybody over here, though. They see you through the fence sometimes. Alright. Now that we got somebody with a bat and a lot of AP in the front. Shit. It's the one right there on the fence that saw us first. Nothing you can really do about it. It's not too big of a deal. That one's going to start making a racket, though. I'd like to get this field cleared of zombies before we... please don't bite me. I could really do without being bitten right now. I mean, I like the freaky shit as much as the next dude, but still, at the same time, please don't bite me right now. Is that thing even going to come over here? Okay, good. It's actually going to come after us. Alright, Hoodie. Time to get dealt with. Damn it. I said time to get dealt with. No! We ran out of apps. Okay, so let's go back over with... can't attack diagonally with a hammer. But I can go from right there. It's a pretty resilient zombie right there. That's a zombie that knows how to take one to the chin. There we go. Shotgun shells. I always try and clear out these Zeds because you never know what you're going to get off all of them. Like, every now and again, you just get amazing loot off zombies, and it becomes worth it. You'll get, like, extra morale items and things like that. This is what I was more concerned with. It looks like they got a dumbbell. We can use that for an upgrade. Ooh, we can make a weight room? Yeah. I lift weights, so that sounds awesome. That actually sounds really, really good. I start getting antsy after a couple days. I was like, I need to lift. I need to do something active today. Otherwise, how many weights are there? 20 pounds of weight. Oop, I keep hitting the wrong button. Take that one then. Take that. Take that. Oh, there's... What just happened? I am confused. Okay, well. Either way, not outside the ordinary for me. I'm glad we decided to hit this place because there was... Actually, the weight bag is a big deal, so let's grab all this stuff. There are more zombies over here up against the fence, right? Oh, no, they're gone. Weird. I wonder if they despawn or what. Either way, I think that's going to be the end of the episode today. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here at the Nerdcast for the next episode of Dead State. I will start panning through some of this stuff and making sure we got it all, but take care out, everybody, and hi-do. I'll see you next time.